All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. First podcast in ages. And it's in person, which is flipping exciting. I'm joined by a mate of mine, a seriously good guy, Kade Wolhuter. I'm excited for the chat. We've had a bit of time to connect before. I've known him for a while. Hopefully he's brought his personality today. I know sometimes it goes missing a little bit, but really excited. Hope you guys enjoy. First one back. Leave your comments. I know it's always nice to get some negative stuff, have a laugh at it, and the good stuff as well. So, enjoy it and leave a like. Be generous here. Kade, welcome, bud. Player.
Thanks, Robbie.
Are you?
In yourself.
Better now. I
can imagine.
You see, it's just the end. It's the end.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, remember the last time? Welcome to the Couch of Dreams. Remember the last time you were on the Couch of Dreams? I'll tell you a story about Kade. Shane. I'll dig him in a bit here, but went out the night before in the first time actually in my place, and he's decided all he's gonna rock is a pair of aunties and no shirt on. A couple of the fellas are around. Also, it's blistering hot heat here in Stellenbosch. And we've decided, maybe we're not going to take our shirts off. The first compliments you'll get today, it's got a decent rig. So, Kade, thanks for joining me. We appreciate it. Obviously, we couldn't get Earman today, so we had to go with you.
Earman, that's fine. Because I know that you get mistaken for him a lot, so...
It is true. Deputy Mayor of Stellenbosch, you happy with that?
Well, I'll take it.
You'll take it.
I'll take it.
Who's mayor?
Between you and Earman, you have to compete for that one.
No.
Robbie, you have to compete for that one.
I do.
I think it's Earman more so, at the moment, than you. You've been quiet these days.
I have been. I've been a little bit quiet. Since then, verified on Instagram. So we're going to tackle the issues that really matter here. I was having a chat with Cornell Smith the other day. And I was saying, obviously he got verified. So I said, bro, if I was verified, I've DM'd the whole of South Africa, the world. Dua Lipa's received in DM. Is that the case with you?
It's not the case.
I don't lie.
You receive more when you become verified, Robbie. Then you have to send out less. You see?
No, but you see, I can tell when you lie and your lips move.
That's all right. It's part of it.
So you haven't said, you're not in Dua Lipa's DM?
No.
Can we send Dua Lipa?
Don't wait. Can send, but she's not going to reply. It's fine.
But because I've sent her, I'll be honest, I've sent her.
I've seen your DMs that you've sent her.
But you've seen her replies as well?
No, those are yet to come, Robbie.
Oh dear. We'll have to edit that in if we can. Those replies. No, so you're not.
No.
You're just receiving DMs.
Just receiving on the receiving end, rather.
Look, the baddest man of Cape Town asked. Gary Porter, of course.
The
baddest man of Cape Town.
I know about that.
He's asked me to dive into, and I don't usually do this, go straight into the Q&A, but he's asked me to dive into your dating life at the moment. There's lots to chat about. Look, there's a World Cup coming up. Kade's knees walking. But I think we'll start with that. We'll start with, how's your dating life, Kade? I'll tell you about mine afterwards. I'm sure you're fascinated by that.
I know your dating life. I don't want to hear about your dating life.
Brilliant.
It doesn't intrigue me much.
Oh dear. Let's stop this now.
This coming from Gary Porter, cheapers. Gary knows too much. Gary knows too much
about your dating life.
For this chat. Unfortunately, Gary's in rehab with me as well. So he gets. You guys
in rehab?
Different kind of rehab.
Shame, bro. Sorry I offered you a beer.
No, it's fine.
It's not terrible. I feel bad.
You're a bad influence, right?
Yeah, that's true.
No, Gary knows too much. I see him every day, so he gets the daily updates on what's happening. But not much in general in terms of the dating life.
Not by choice, probably.
By choice.
By choice, eh? Of course. Whenever anyone's single, it's by choice, eh?
That's by choice. No. No, not dating at the moment. Nothing going on. So.
Nothing. Not on the apps.
No. Stay away from those.
No, I've also taken myself off the apps.
Take yourself off.
Too many matches.
I can imagine.
I'm lying. I've been on Tinder for years. No, I've been on Tinder for years, I'll be honest. I've probably been on 3 dates. Okay, no, I can't say that.
Can't say that.
No, and no one ever likes me on Hinge. Never received a like on Hinge, so I've taken myself off.
Executive decision.
That is true. So I'm single by choice, dude.
Just for the ego. Yes?
Well, a little bit.
For the ego.
We don't tell people that, bro. We don't tell people that.
We'll cut as in.
Yeah, can we edit that out? No, well, I mean, look, it's Stellenbosch on a Friday night. We've had a little bit of a chat. You've got a 5 o'clock adventure.
5 o'clock
At 3
adventure.
o'clock maybe. Chat me through tonight. What are you expecting? Yeah, it should be an interesting one. I'm also out and about, but
I'm expecting, hoping not, but expecting a normal Stellies evening.
yes, which is
Start around Brauhaus, around Akker maybe.
the
Just start
Dorp
there.
Street area.
Just 1 or 2 drinks and then home, straight
Yes.
home, like I always tell myself.
Yes.
And then my route home is normally past Newbar, which is unfortunate.
Well, it's on the way home for me as
Yeah,
well.
so
It's just a short
many people. They just have to go, just
Via.
to make sure it's still doing well and still
Yes.
standing, and the people are doing all right. So
It's a fine establishment.
it is, unfortunately.
It's seeing Kade Wolhuter a little bit too much, but
I think I'm like part of the furniture there at the moment.
you might be. I think you might be.
One of those things.
Katie, we don't like to take this thing too seriously. And I think we should chat a little bit of rugby and a little bit of serious stuff.
Why not?
Look, nothing too serious, but obviously this is something that's big in your life at the moment and happened quite recently. And I don't know, but it probably would have affected you. I must say, when I saw the post of your injury, I was quite gutted, I won't lie. There's a lot of guys, bro. I know we chat a bit of shit and we have a laugh, but you do have a great impact on a lot of guys, and a lot of guys like you. And it's gutting to see when something like that happens. The injury, I see you walking at the moment. I feel like I'm on Super Sport, bro, but we'll go with it. And it's a bit too serious, but the injury, bro. What happened? How are you feeling mentally? Like, I see you walking now. It's probably a big plus mentally.
No, it is for sure. I mean, it happened, I think yesterday was 7 weeks. So 7 weeks post-op to ACL to MCL. It was almost exactly 2 years to the day from when I did my left one. So now it's the right one as well. So yeah, almost exactly 2 years to the day. And this one happened at training. Jumped for a charge down, landed, and as I landed, it just went, and I felt it go straight away.
Did you know?
Yeah, I was pretty certain. And then the doctor did, there's an ACL test you can kind of do, and then he did it, and he said, "Listen, okay, I think it's off." So, and that was gutting. I think, especially for me, starting to get back into the swing of things, and at 5 games on the trot, and I thought it was going well and nicely, getting some nice momentum, and then for it to go in that fashion, I thought was, very unfortunate, but I made peace with it. It's helped having been through the first one already. I know the process. I know what feels normal, what doesn't, what the experience is like. So it's part of it. It's part of the game. I thought, at least I thought one ACL was part of the game. I don't think doing both was on my cards by the age of 21, but it happens.
Is that something you believe, like it's part of the game? Surely it was something you say now to sort of, not make yourself feel better, but like, is it something you say
to like justify?
Yeah.
I'd say when the first one happened, I was very confused. I went through a very bad space, dark space actually. So I think, that was my first real setback in life or in rugby, was that first injury. I think before that, everything just went very smoothly, almost too smoothly. So I think when that first one happened, it was a big shock to the system, and kind of, I was like, why me? Why this? Like really hating on everyone around me. With the second one, like I said, I've been through it, so I know the process at least. It's still, still haven't figured out why the second one's happened. First one I think was very necessary for me. I say to everyone, it's the best thing that could have ever happened to me. As weird as that sound. I think I became very entitled, very entitled.
Sure.
Before that, I think I felt that the world owed me something, and that I was this 19-year-old starting for the Stormers, playing in the green and gold game. I thought, cheapers, like I'm the best thing that's ever happened to me, kind of thing. And then I had a chat with Sticks, the Sevens coach, the Blitzball coach, and he asked me, I think a week or so after my injury, he said, "KK, but before your injury, if the Springboks had chosen you to start at 10 against England, for example, like, would you have felt fine to start?"
Not really.
And I said, no. He's like, so how can you expect to be there?
Sure.
And I think that's when I realized for me it was more of an ego thing, that I wanted people to see my name there, and I wanted people to go, oh, it's Cade's involved and Cade's there. Cade at the Springboks in terms of that.
The status thing.
completely a status thing, an ego-filled thing. It wasn't so. It wasn't for rugby. It wasn't because I wanted to be a good rugby player. So yeah, I think it was the best thing that could have happened. Yeah, that could have ever happened to me. Still figuring out why this one happened, but first I understand.
And that ego thing, bro, is, I think, the easiest thing to fall into.
Very, because you don't.
Easiest thing, you buy into it.
Exactly.
You buy into it completely.
Completely. You feed your own ego the whole time.
And I also think for what I've found is that when things are feeding your ego on top of the world, and then when things aren't, it's like sort of like a dry, sort of stale patch, then you start like sort of questioning, I guess, why you're doing something or what you're doing it for. And that's a dangerous space to be in.
Very.
That's a incredibly, I think, destructive place.
No, very, very dangerous space to be in. I mean, I started questioning everything as soon as the injury happened. I mean, the first 1 or 2 weeks, I'd say, are always, that's fine. I mean, everyone's messaging you, okay, I'm so sorry, you're getting attention still.
Yeah,
still feeding your ego.
I bloody hate that. You know, I would hate the attention.
First 1 or 2 weeks, you're still getting messages, people saying they'll come visit you, whatever, and then very quickly everyone forgets about you. The media forgets about you. You aren't being mentioned on TV anymore. And I mean, if that's the reason why you're playing the sport and why you're doing what you're doing, as soon as you don't hear your name, and I think I fell into that trap, as soon as you don't hear people speaking about you, or as soon as you see the team winning without you, it's like cheapers. Then you fall into that trap of, okay, well, you want them to lose because you want them to need you and you want them to want you.
And you had that,
for sure.
Not in terms of you wanting to, but
I did. I wanted them to lose games. There were games I wanted the team to lose because of that. Because I wanted them to want me, to need me.
Yeah.
They didn't. They won. USC last year, but but I mean, it's just
And you don't have. Obviously, do you have that still now?
No. Not a different story completely.
So like, injury happens, ego drops.
Yeah.
You go, shit, I'm actually not the bee's knees type vibe.
Exactly.
That whole like vibe of it's wanting to lose goes out the window. Exactly. It's like bigger than that. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I can imagine that's tough for you because I mean, that period, Stormers weren't winning really. Yeah. That just when Dobson was the worst coach in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that.
When they lost the game to I think Zebra or Benetton that first. And they went on. So.
Yes. Straight
after that.
That's when Dobson was the worst coach in the world.
Yeah.
And then a year later, when the URC media, same guys. Same thing, everything. Same company, same journalist.
Nothing different.
And the funniest for me was, what's Dobson's pedigree? Yeah. You know, he played hooker for UCT or whatever, and now he's like, a year later, you're not a player. Should be in the block coach mix. Has to be. Best coach in South Africa. Best coach this way. So that's something I've always had a little thing with the media. Yeah. Like it's
very fickle.
Yeah,
they ride whatever wave is going. They ride.
Have you found that?
For sure.
You would have had that straight up.
Oh, the same. Yeah, the same for me. I mean, personally, the guys writing up one weekend how good you are, the next weekend
you're terrible.
How terrible you are. So,
but surely you buy into that, bro. I would. I'm not like.
I'd say I was a victim of doing that. I'd say right in the beginning, I fell into, my first few months of professional rugby. I'd say there was a lot of praise for me. So there was a lot of positives in the media.
Was this coming back from Montpellier?
Yeah, back from Montpellier. So after that, when I was here at the Stormers, first few months, a lot of praise for me.
A lot of Instagram followers.
Yeah, exactly. So there were lots of positives in the media about me and not many negatives. So for me, it was easy to read the stuff in the media because it was nice. I mean, then it just blows your ego up.
Bro, so I'm News 24.
Exactly.
Thing.
So I kind of fell into that trap of always reading the stuff because it was nice for me. I was like, cool, this is great. And then you suddenly play a bad game and you read bad comments and you go, cheapest, where did this come from? And then people are DMing you, telling you how useless you are and you should stop with rugby and this is not for you and you shouldn't do that. It's like, okay, but last week you were telling me I was good and this week it's like,
yeah.
Like I still remember the one DM that I received and it was something about, I saw two of them, but I missed the first one. But his first message was telling me how good I am, and a week later I had a bad game and he told me how bad I am. I was like,
that's what I posted is my story.
Like, man, come on now, tell me which one I am. But you can't listen to those comments. I mean, it's someone sitting at home that has an opinion that knows not a lot about rugby, and suddenly you taking that into account, and now you suddenly doubting yourself because of someone that knows nothing about rugby.
What's something that gives you confidence? So when initially, when the guy says, so cool, the media DMs, you bad. first sort of time, it knocks your confidence. What's something that gives you confidence in terms of like, is it a coach going, hey, I know that it's tough at the moment, media is saying you're bad. We really think you have potential and we're going to stick with you. What's something like, that's just an example. What's something that gives you that confidence?
I'd say it's definitely a coach's backing for me that gives me confidence.
And what is that? Is it arm over the shoulder or is it
It's just, first of all,
picking you?
yeah, first of all, words. Sorry. First of all, being picked.
Yeah.
If he's picking you week in, week out, I mean, the coach has to back you in some sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much clearer.
So, exactly.
Yes.
So that makes a big difference. And then it's just words of encouragement. And then there's certain guys in the team that I'll look to and I'll be like, listen, yeah, like what's going on? Like, how do you think I'm playing? Or how do you think I'm doing? Or what do you think I can improve on? And there's certain guys that I look to or whose words or advice I take to heart. And I look at that. And then if they say, Kade, it's fine. It's just a bad game. Like we all have them. Then it's fine. Then we go to the next one.
Who are those guys? Do I share it or not?
Yeah. So my housemate Paul DeVet is one of my best mates. I'd say him for sure. Paulie D.
Absolute legend.
And then Marcel Tennyson.
Cool.
Actually, his birthday today.
That's a birthday, Marcel.
So shout out to Marcel. And then I got two older, and then now Jean-Luc Duplessis as well.
JL.
JL. So then JL's just full into the mix. So I'd say those are three of my very good mates, and Dan Dup. And then two older mates I look to are normally Neetling Fischer and Rowanel. So two older guys, two more experienced guys, just kind of, yeah.
I feel like JL will be honest.
Always honest.
He's going to be honest. He's not
to be honest.
He's not sugarcoating.
JL's going to be honest, but so is Paul.
That's true. I can imagine Paul's also.
So it's, you can, yeah, what you see is what you get.
Exactly.
I mean, as you know them. So
exactly.
What you see is what you get.
But like that Montpellier move.
Yeah.
I've also, first, before we do that, have you done a podcast before? Have you spoken at length about this?
No.
So it's the first one. Oh, welcome to the best podcast in the world. Yeah, that's right. No, chat. That Montpellier move.
Yeah.
You got a lot of shit for that.
Yeah. A lot.
Why did you do it? What is the reasoning? And can you like share openly about it?
I'll share openly about it. So when I signed over there wasn't a lot of attention from unions in South Africa.
Legit. You signed him a trick.
Signed him a trick, yeah. There wasn't a lot of, and I mean, I'd played Cravenwick the year before. I had a great.
He jawed Cravenwick the year before.
Yeah.
Watches my doesn't mean my.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Your matric year. I mean, I had a great grade 11 season. Grade 12 I was playing well. Made the Cravenwick side again. So I mean, that was a bit like, okay, cheapers. If there's not much attention here, then what's going on? And then
Where did you want to go?
To Province. Stormers was my first choice.
Okay.
And then I went to Montpellier. Oh, sorry. Then they approached me, and I decided, okay, well, cheapers. It's a great opportunity. We were six juniors that went over, and I think there were 11 seniors there at the time.
Wow.
And I mean, it was my heroes. I mean,
yes.
Frans Steyn, Jan Goosen, Bismarck Duplessis, Jannie, Paul Willemse, Jacques Duplessis, Andre Pollard was there, Henry Immelman. I mean, it's Jan Serfontein.
Yeah, I know.
It was my heroes. I mean, for me, it was cheap. It was a no-brainer.
Have to
go over there, go learn from them, and I mean, why not?
Yeah.
So that was the whole reasoning behind it, and I mean, it was an opportunity. Decided to take it, and then I went with that.
And why'd you come back?
When I went over, what they kind of promised and what they actually delivered on was too little. Well, yeah, they were two very different things.
Okay.
And I was promised that I could be released to come back for the junior books, and when it came to them having to release me when the junior books recalled me, then they said they weren't.
Oh, hey.
So then
that's France for you. Yeah. That's
so then
France.
they said that they'll release me a week before the World Cup starts. I was like, well,
a week before.
I was not going to help. No one's going to pick me then. I mean, how can a team pick you when you haven't trained with them? So I decided I can see their promise what's happening isn't really working. So decided, you know what, let's come back. And when I came back, I didn't sign with anyone. I came back and it was the start of lockdown. Did lockdown here with the fam. And then, signed with the Stormers shortly after that.
So did you come back, did you expect a contract somewhere? Or was it not an expectation?
I thought I would get one. I mean, I was told that there will be opportunities for me here to
so you didn't just come back?
I didn't come back and go, oh,
career die.
No. Like I came back.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty certain that I'd be able to play rugby somewhere.
And then how soon after that was the green and gold game?
So that was, so it was lockdown and everything, obviously. And I think the green and gold game was in
August.
somewhere around then.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my first game of professional rugby. I played that game before
That's
I played
insane, bro.
Curry Cup, it was Rainbow Cup at that stage. Rainbow Cup before I played any under 21 game, anything. So story time.
Here we go.
So I actually played that Saturday against, I played the green and gold. So I mean, obviously for me that was the biggest game of my career.
We'll get into that. We'll get into
Yeah. But so played that game, and then I got told I must fly the Sunday to Joburg because we're playing the Bulls at Ellis Park because all the games are played at Ellis Park. So they said that we're playing the Bulls at Ellis Park.
What a terrible
We know that you're playing on the Saturday evening for the green and gold, but we need you to fly the next morning.
Yes.
So I was really upset. I was like, oh, like how can you expect this of me? I'm better than
Yeah.
Exactly. So I play, we win the game, we have fans afterwards. Again, my team, I was France, Dwayne, that was my heroes that I'm playing with. Play the game, we go out that night, we come back.
Where'd you go?
Village, obviously. Come back, and I just, I went to my room, and I was the early hours of the morning, and I had to be up at 6. And I remember waking up and just looking through the curtain, and it was light outside, and I was like, but I need to leave here by 6. And it was 7:15. Race to the airport. Get to the airport. I've missed my flight. Kickoff's at 12. Now it's about 7:15. So Alton gets me onto a flight. He helps me get onto a flight. Tells him, listen, he has to get on. So I pay my own way. Get there.
Yes.
Get to the airport. Race through to Ellis Park. And when I walked into the tunnel, the teams were lined up for kickoff. But I was on the bench at least. But they were lined up for kickoff.
There's no way.
So I almost missed that whole thing and everything. So I went from here.
This is for the Stormers.
No, this is for the under 21s. For the under 21s.
And, okay, so you were on the bench.
So I went from hero to zero very quickly. Very, very quickly. Humbled like that.
Worth it though? Social good?
It's a story to tell. It's a great experience to tell.
It's a great
experience. Yeah.
And
that was awesome.
I can't believe that, bro. So how did Alton manage? He's got connections or what?
He just told him, listen, there's a guest to get on the flight. Even if one of the air hostesses have to stay behind, he's getting on. And then there were seats available, thankfully. So, we got onto that.
Yes.
But it was an expensive day for me.
And that green and gold? Chat us through
that. So I got selected first in the gold side as one of the youngsters. So I think each team consisted of 28 players. Yeah. And then there were 6 youngsters on top of that. So just there for the week to learn. They weren't supposed to play. Yeah. So I was a youngster in the gold side. So I wasn't going to play. And then in the green team, Ciabello Sinatla broke his toe, so he withdrew. Okay. Then Kurtley Ardenson missed his flight the next morning.
Not quite as lucky as you.
Not quite as lucky as me. He missed his flight to come up to be a part of the squads. So then they told him, stay behind, that's fine. You don't have to come up. So he then didn't come. Then Zweli Ndaba was a youngster in the gold side. He got a hip pointer. So then they called me across from the gold side to the green side. And then I went and played for the green side. And then I made it onto the bench. And I think the 10 in that team was Alton. Yeah. And then the backup 10 was Marnie.
Yeah.
And then they moved Marnie to fullback. Or to the backup fullback. And then I went as a 10. And that's how I ended up playing with all of them.
And the call, did you get a call? What was the vibe? It was on TV.
So the draw and stuff came out on TV, and I just
Were you expecting it?
No, the pool of flowers came up, and I saw my name, and I was like,
were you just randomly watching, or were you watching sort of
no,
maybe I'm in the mix here?
No way. I found my agent, I was like, what's this? I don't know either, I'll get back to you now. And then that's how I knew, and then when I got moved from the gold to the green side, then Jar called me in, you know that. He said, okay, this has happened, I want you to play there, and I was like, okay. I was just happy being here, and I was going to play. I was like, okay.
That's proper, huh?
So that was a great experience.
Did you get kicked from that?
Yeah, all the book kicked from that.
Where's that sitting?
At home. I don't wear it. I'm not a book. It's app or anything. So I mean, I'm not. You won't see a decent amount. It was just for a week. Yeah. More than enough for a week. But you certainly won't see me in Virgin rocking my book wifey. And I'm not a book, so yeah.
That doesn't count as a cap, eh?
No, that's not. But it was a book jersey and in the bottom corner.
That's cool.
Your name,
very cool.
Newlands and everything like that. But I mean, it's cool and everything. But at the end of the day, the goal is obviously to be a book. So that jersey is kind of a just sitting there in a very awkward place. Looks nice and cool, but it's not the same. So
Is the Bok I mean, it's a shit question, silly question, but aspiration's still alive.
yeah, for sure.
Fully back yourself,
That's
confident.
the reason I play. It's the reason I play rugby is to be a book. And I think at the end of the day, should I, hopefully be fortunate enough to become a book, I think this journey has made me appreciate rugby so much more in terms of, doing both knees.
Yeah.
A guy like Roy Khalid is someone I look up to in terms of he's also done both knees.
Has he?
Yeah, he's done both ACLs. So
that's quite a cool beacon, eh? So not a beacon, but a point to look at.
It just shows that it's possible.
Yeah.
Which is
play good rugby as well.
Exactly.
I'm sure he's coming back to the Stormers. I'm sure you're in that as well.
Yeah, I've heard rumors.
But can you chat about this stuff? Cheslin?
Yeah.
Let's address rumors. Cheslin? Obviously not.
The thing is, I don't think I know much more than what you know, to be completely honest with you.
They're saying I probably know a little bit more because I'm a near.
You don't like this.
Dolbo, if you had Dolbo tonight, drinks on you.
But I think you know more. I mean, it's not like we hear a lot of stuff in camp and then.
Surely you do though. But I don't believe that's for a word.
It's the same rumors that we hear in the media. Like guys will read stuff in the media and
you in camp, you're at the HBC, and you telling me you don't know anything.
We don't know. We don't know things. I think if you go sit in the coaches' room, you might hear a few more things. But
so the coaches aren't like, look, this is in the media, this is true, this is not.
Sometimes they'll address things. I mean, there was a rumor I think last year already that Cheslin was coming or someone was coming, and he was offered a stupid amount of money. And I remember Dobbo came into the meeting the one time and was like, "Listen, boys, that's not true."
Okay.
Like in case you guys are thinking, because some guys are told like, we can only offer you X amount, for example, there's no more money available. And then they're going, and then in the media, they hear Cheslin's been offered, Dobbo used what? He said, the GDP of Lesotho. Been offered that. He's like, boys, I promise it's not the case. Like, don't think for a second we aren't offering you guys money to get Cheslin in. Like, that's false news.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of false news going around. So yeah.
So you don't know, you can't confirm it or not.
There's nothing that I know more than what you know, to be honest with you.
That's interesting. I don't know if I believe that, but
it might just be me out the loop then. They don't tell me much.
They don't tell the reality.
They don't tell me anything. No. Well, we are a separate team. Stormers, Province, and Rio.
Would you like Cheslin to come back?
I think it'd be great, but I mean, there's so many extras in the team at the moment. I mean, if there's rumors of Warwick coming back as well.
Adelaide.
I
don't see why Dylan Lates comes back.
Where do you fit guys in?
No, you said struggle.
I mean, where do you play guys? You still got Damien there?
Remember that Damien rumor?
That he's going.
Oh no! Oh, how much money he was on?
Oh yeah.
Don't know.
We don't know salaries and stuff either.
Is that like chip? No one knows.
Yeah, no one.
Or you would have like an idea, but not really.
You'll have like an estimate, but you're not gonna. Like, it's not gonna come and tell you it's true.
I can imagine that's quite an interesting thing for coach to navigate.
I think so.
Keeping salaries under wraps, because if someone's like, no, I'm on 2 million rand a year more than you, you go, what?
Yeah, and you're competing with a guy and you're kind of playing.
Yeah.
How come? So I think it's I think it's better. I wouldn't say better. I think it's easier for the coaches in a sense that everyone's contracts are just out in the public.
Yeah.
Obviously, like in football and stuff, it's the contracts are all public knowledge.
As on stupid money.
Yeah, no, it's a different story.
different gravy. But if I had that money,
the fuss.
I don't know what I'd do with it.
No,
I don't know what I'd do with it. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Bro, you've got something to show us. I've told Kade he's gonna have a little bit of a show and tell thing. I don't know if we can we zoom in on this date or not?
Well, Sharks jersey. So this was. I grew up in Natal. Grew up Shark supporter, avid Shark supporter. I mean,
I always knew there was something wrong with.
I was a Sharks monkey until I played under 12 and under 13 Graven Week and for the Sharks. And we only moved down here as a family in 2015. So when I went to grade 8, and then my parents saw Bismarck du Plessis one day, and they asked him to sign this jersey. And I think I was in grade 6 or 7, and he wrote here on the side. It's actually quite funny because I ended up going to the rival school, but he wrote 2K, best wishes, go to grade, best school ever, and then signed it. So I mean, and
then you played with them Montpellier.
Yeah, and then
quite a full circle.
Montpellier, exactly, and then I still went to Porus, and you play against Gary obviously.
Yeah, so yeah.
Because at that stage I was supposed to go to Kersney actually.
Kersney.
I was enrolled at Kersney and everything. I was there on the list.
We played each other.
Me and you.
Yeah.
When did I play you?
2013, DPHS. Lots of chat around Kade Wolhuter. I'm playing 10 for Underwash Boys.
Did you play 10 then?
I was 10, bro. I was a Manir.
Was Ross Stone your 9?
Ross Stone is my 9.
Did you play 10?
I was
I
10,
didn't know
bro.
that.
I told that.
Yeah, at the DPHS festival.
DPHS, you guys are the two big guys, bro. Look, I had
men's and
I-
Gumere.
I had a, what, was it there? Was it Gumere, bro? I had a hematoma from your prop
In talks.
for about a year. It was talks.
Talks.
For about a
The
year.
Bulls, and you played for Sharks Gravenwick still, and
Bro,
when Dile played SS Schools in 2018 as well.
I tackled the gent. I'm making nothing.
It's a lovely day for DPHS. So.
Bro, we were the only team. We were the only team to score 28 points against you guys the whole season.
That's true. That is very true.
My cross kick.
No, but to be fair, we came down here and lost to Bishops and then Sacks. We were unbeaten the whole season.
You did lose to Bishops. I remember
were
because we
unbeaten.
still.
We were unbeaten, and then we came down here, played Bishops. I remember we lost that first game, and then we played Sacks in appalling conditions.
Sacks were good, bro.
They were good, but we played them in terrible conditions. And I still remember talking about Luandile. It was so muddy. The field was so muddy. Somewhere I've got a photo of him where he took his boots off. Threw them onto the side. He said that there's no point wearing them. Took them, threw them off, and there's a photo of him running in socks. It was, that was a...
They were big boykies, eh?
They were massive.
Some big boykies.
They were very big.
Topics of schools, Porus. I know that you guys are incredibly proud of your school. I know a couple of good Porus boykies. I think, bro, I'll be honest, if my kids don't go to Ronbosch, they'll go to Porus.
Oh, there we go.
I know a hell of a lot of really...
If they don't get into Porus, they'll go to Underbosch.
No, if they don't get into Ronbosch, I'm sure they will.
okay,
I'm sure
okay.
they will.
No,
but I always said, Kat, I probably should have gone to Porus. So I would have been first team captain and head boy.
And then what?
And head boy, maybe deputy.
Could have been a cheerleader, maybe.
No, but I'm telling you, first team captain, head boy, and cheerleader.
But you wouldn't have played first team, Robbie.
But I would have been the captain. You saw my performance in under 13.
That wasn't great.
It was great. It was great. Don't listen to him. As I said earlier, I know when he's lying, his lips move. Porus, anyway, so he interrupted me.
Sorry.
The root of him. This is my
Sorry, Robbie.
dedicated.
The rugby guy.
They're actually, you like that, eh? Let's chat about that.
The mini rugby guy. The wish version.
My goose was better than it.
Your goose wasn't bad, but
Better than his.
you been telling them that you asked me for tips in the week, or not?
I think we just had.
Okay, what more can I do?
It's true. I did. I messaged Cade the Friday before I've gotten Cade. Boy, I'm nervous.
I don't know what to do. What should I do?
I'm nervous. Give me a tip.
Give me a
A
few.
load of crap. Honestly, I don't even... Can you use it?
Small.
Little.
Young one.
But mine's better.
But mine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mine's...
As soon as I'm healed, we can do a goose.
Oh, God, I don't know if I want
little goose.
to embarrass you like that, Brent.
With two ACLs done. We'll do a goose off.
Oh, come on. I've got both of mine intact. Bro. I've taken you on there properly.
Hey, you goose, you might do one.
Boy, these pins are... Anyway, we're getting off topic. I was going to ask about Porus. I know you're dying to chat about your old school
Looking forward to.
alma mater. Ronbosch beat them last year. Anyway, chat about it, bro. Good experience.
I loved it.
You love it, eh?
I think again that was a lot of character building for me. I think grew up in a bubble down in Durban. Went to a primary school that I thought was amazing and good at rugby, which to be fair they were in Durban.
They were really good, bro. You guys.
But in the bigger picture, I mean, I still remember my grade 7 year we played against grade PE, lost by 60, and then I came to high school with some guys and they played against grade PE in their grade 7 year and gave them 60.
Wow.
I was like, okay, chalk and cheese here. I mean, you can't really compare the two. But so again, great experience at the 14. I still went to trials. Made done a 14 C side.
Legit.
And the 14C team went home crying that day. So
I can imagine.
my mom said, come pick me up. I don't know what this is.
Hate rugby. I'm going to go to Kersey.
Take me home anyways. Played one game in the C team. Then got moved up to the A team. Under 15, made the B team. A trial after trials.
So you played the full year under 14 Cs?
No, I played one game and then got moved up to the A team. Straight from C to A. I don't know how that works. Yeah, it was alright. But I was small, very small under 14, under 15.
You were a small guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very, very small. I think
Still
I
not
really
massive.
still a little bit bigger though.
Oh, more.
A little bit. But I think I only really started maturing in grade 9, grade 10, I'd say. Then I started, finding my own, But yeah, I mean, great experience. I loved it. I was in the courses from grade 9. So I was there from grade 9 to the end of matric.
But you guys lived in
Somerset West, yeah. But I was in the courses. My sisters still came through every day to school.
You just decided.
So I
Bit
decided,
of a maverick, eh?
let's go, rather. Let's leave home. Let's leave home, rather.
Get out of here.
So that was awesome. I mean, I really, really loved it. I love getting back to the school. I still go as much as I can. Yeah, go support as many games as I can.
That is a big thing, eh? From Port Scouts.
Yeah, I like being involved. I think I know what it means to me when a guy like Damien would come and help me at school. I knew him from grade 9 when I used to kick with him. So throughout my schooling career, I try to help the younger guys. I still try now because I mean it's my grade 8 so they're matric now. So I try to go back when I can and talk to the boys, and I talk to the flyhallf now, Lee Peterson quite a bit, and just try to give my 2 cents worth, my experience of it, which I I'm enjoying doing. So
it's a cool thing, but it's also, so I'm coaching at the moment at Somerset College, but it's more like coaching aside, it's like you're able to have an impact.
It is. And it's rewarding.
Yeah, very, very.
It's rewarding.
I always say coaching is the biggest privilege.
It is, for sure. I mean, for me, I feel like it's a privilege, and I'm in a very privileged position to be able to, in a sense, inspire some people.
No, Research, you definitely are.
Hopefully inspire people. So, I mean, it was so rewarding for me last year when the poorer side beat Grey Bloom at the end of the year, and we were written off. No one was no one gave us a chance. And I mean, for me to have helped, Christophe de Bruin the whole year, to see him happy and see him win was just awesome and rewarding.
Beautiful, yeah.
Exactly.
It's a great feeling.
That was cool. It was very, very cool. So enjoyed that a lot.
Kade, so look, we've had a chat so far. You've got to go somewhere now. Flight simulator. You're doing pilot's license.
Yeah.
That's something quite interesting. Hey, just do that. What has it always been something you've been really interested in, or was it something that I hate flying? I could never drive a plane. Drive a plane.
Yeah,
drive a plane, boy.
It more so stemmed from my, how can I say, kind of desire to really get into wildlife conservation. So that's my big passion, is wildlife conservation. Yeah. So it's something I really, really want to do now and after rugby. A guy like Joe Peterson.
Yes, legend.
So Joe, I've become quite good mates now with Joe. I'm actually going now in July. Gonna go dehorn a few rhino with him.
Really?
Yeah, so go up to the Kruger.
Is he living up there?
No, he lives down in Durban, in Belito. But he's always in the bush, so he lives everywhere. I think he has the best life.
Best life.
So we planned a trip where I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna still do the fundraising for it. So if anyone's willing to donate, thank you.
Get him up.
But yeah, do the fundraising for the trip and go dehorn a bunch of rhino, go stay in the bush and go spend some time. And I mean that's my whole reason for doing my pilot's license.
Wow.
I've got no real desire to fly commercially one day or fly for Emirates or whatever, but it stems from that. I mean, it's my big passion, especially rhino conservation. There's a rhino orphanage called Care for Wild up in Kruger that I'd like donate to every month, and
really
you can adopt a rhino, so then you pay for it monthly.
Unreal.
So my rhino's called Aster. So
I would have called mine Robbie. Robbie Junior.
So they send you like weekly updates of your rhino and what happened.
Oh, beautiful.
So yeah, that's my big passion. It's actually this bracelet that I'm wearing. It's from a company called Down to the Wire, and it's made from snares that they find in game reserves. So they find snares and then
what's that? Sorry,
snares. So like traps and
wow.
And then they turn that into jewelry, and then the profits go back into conservation. So
that's incredible.
So that's
And
the reason for
why did you just say so? What for the fundraising thing?
Yeah.
Tell people what you're fundraising for, and then we can send you this clip or whatever, and you can.
Yeah. So it's basically per rhino to dehorn the rhino when you take into account the vets, the helicopter, the darting, all of that. It's about 10 grand a rhino. So
I thought it would have been more.
Yeah. So
sure.
It's about 10 grand per rhino, and then there's actually space if there's a big enough sponsor that comes on board, then there's actually space for them to come with us. So that's kind of their reward for it. So Joe runs a non-profit called Inkombe Rhino. So again, it's it's a registered non-profit. The proceeds will never go towards conservation and everything. So
Sure.
that's the whole plan. It's actually myself and a few mates are gonna go up and do it.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah, so I'm looking so forward to it. It's like made my whole year.
Legit, eh?
Yeah, I can't wait to do it.
And have you planned for it for a while?
So I planned from about, I think last year we were speaking about doing it. And then when I got injured, it kind of put it into doubt because I wasn't sure if I'd be up and running by then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm looking really, really forward to that.
But it's interesting. What have you always been like? When I was a youngster, so my grandpa and grandmother had a farm just before Russell Bay. I grew up legit wanting to be a farmer. Like legit,
Yeah.
Used to play farm animals. I used to play video games. I'd make my own farm on the floor, you know, like with toys.
Yeah.
That's because I sort of grew up on the farm every morning, 5 o'clock, and I'm
Exactly.
going to milk the cows.
Mm.
You probably weren't around all of the rhinos when you were at IT. What was the whole vibe of that? What?
So we'd probably go, or when I was younger, we'd go once a year to the game reserve.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, living in
Okay.
Durban, it's not too far away. It's about 3-hour drive to Shishlui or whatever. So we'd go up there, and then I would just love it. I would sit in the
Love
game
it.
vehicle, and I'd ask the ranger like a load of questions, and then I'd ask if I could sit with them in the front, and I would just I just loved it. And I think it's such an important thing, and I think someone has to do it, and I think it's something I really want to do, and I'm passionate about. And then I look at a life that Joe lives and what he does for conservation. It's awesome, and I mean I think it's also very rewarding. It's a rewarding lifestyle to live. Yeah, so I love that. So that's why I'm doing this pilot's license. Just makes it easier to fly into places, and it makes it a lot smaller and closer.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I had no idea. I've seen you post on your Instagram before the wildlife stuff. But also then again, you get some guys who just post it because it's like, it's cool, looks cool to post. So you never know, but like, I didn't know that was like your passion.
No, it is. It's my main, passion.
That's legit, bro.
That's
that
cool.
or rugby? Or is that called also?
Cheapest. Well, hopefully I can make enough of a career out of rugby that I can put everything back into that.
Rugby as a tool, love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, I love rugby and love playing it.
Yeah.
But
No,
in terms of something that I want to do for the rest of my life,
yes.
it's conservation and all of that. So it's cool. I enjoy it.
That's cool. That's interesting. No, I had no idea.
Right.
Know you for a while. I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't know.
But it's very niche as well. I like it, bro.
Yeah, it is. It's not something that a load of people want to go into, whatever. So yeah, now that I'm injured, I've got some time to really smash this pilot license and get that done.
And is it an hours thing?
Yeah, so to get your PPL, your private pilot's license, is roughly 45 to 50 hours of flying, along with 6 exams that you have to write.
Just, I could never.
I'll take you one day.
No, bro,
I'll take you one day.
I don't trust pilots.
You can do a podcast in the bush one day.
In the bush, yeah. I thought you were saying in the air. I was like,
No, I'm going to take you in the plane to the bush and we'll do the podcast there.
okay, that's fine. Tate, you're available, man. He's giving it a yes. Okay. That's incredible, bro. I had no idea. Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. Bro, we've got to awesome. No, let's play an emoji game. Now, this could be a complete hit or miss. But I think it'll be a lot.
But have you put it together or was it?
I'll put it together. So it could go very wrong.
It could go
Very wrong, okay? Could go very wrong.
I can imagine.
Hey, watch it, bro.
If you're the one that's put it together, Robbie.
Okay.
You to go to Bosch.
This first one. Again, let's cancel this. This is done. This first one.
Okay, but what is it? Just random words?
So, no. So it's. Oh, I've got to explain it to you.
You should probably give me some kind of direction that you're going in.
They're rugby players.
Oh, okay.
Name emojis that make up a rugby player's name in my eyes. Have a look, pal. The first one.
Yeah. Is it a bus? Yeah, bus chicken. Yeah, bus hen.
Tay, can you time there? 10 seconds.
Yeah, bus hen. Yeah.
Yeah. Think about it, bro.
Yeah, man,
That's good, eh?
That's good.
That's good.
I like that.
Okay, this next one.
Kleed en blommetjies.
Yeah, okay, dude. Well, let's, come on.
But I kleed en blommetjies?
Yes, it was, right?
Bloemen and a kiss.
And kiss, yeah, that's good, eh?
That's good.
Third one.
Sun, money.
Let's not think money.
Sun cash. Sun.
No, well, like you think about it. What do they call a 10 rand note in America? Not that they have 10 rand notes.
10 rand note in America.
Shut up.
Dollar.
No. You got 10 seconds.
What's that? Big Jim. I have no idea what we go with this.
Sonny Bill Williams. Willie Jims, yeah.
That's horrible. That was horrendous. Boat and bird.
Look at the bird, you dick.
Boat and parrot. Boat and budgie.
No, you're right.
Boat and parrot.
Yeah. Row you play.
Boat and parrot. Boat and parrot.
Brilliant.
That's amazing. French. Is
10 seconds.
that dot there?
No, that's
full stop?
No, that's
by mistake.
yeah.
French dizzy plant. Dizzy leaf.
Okay, I'll give you 5 more seconds. One.
I have no idea.
France Malherbe.
France Mal.
Herbs.
Oh gosh.
That is a bit of a
But
push.
that's a push.
That is a push. Okay, try this one.
Wave you.
Okay, no, but let me just alter this. Waves, not. Okay.
Why are the waves there?
You'll know afterwards when you get it.
I point.
No.
Are you?
Look at the last one.
Siakulisi.
Yes. Yeah, that's why there was waves. It was C. Polisi.
I saw the Felici.
Not bad. You did it right. I was disappointed you didn't get France. I think if you had said
French. If I said
if you said France, you would have said okay, France Malherbe and then Sunnyville Willie Jims. That was
That was horrendous. That was far fetched.
far-fetched, bro. Sunny
Jims.
Bill Jim.
Williams, and you got Jim there.
Yes,
It's like squatting.
Jim, but you're not
Jim.
squats in the gym.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Exactly,
It's far fetched.
bro.
The rest is good. My favorite one was Boat and Barrett.
Yeah, that was
Boats and parrots.
and Bloemetjies, my favorite.
Yeah, I just saw the flowers and I went, I can't easily do it.
And you knew.
Flowers.
And you knew. Okay,
Flowers.
right, Katie. Let's do hardest guy I've ever played against. No, toughest.
Toughest I've played against? Franstein. Longest 80 minutes of my life.
Really
Apparently.
heavy.
So I know him from Montpellier, and I greet him every time I see him. And we played the Cheetahs at Free State Stadium, and apparently he said I didn't greet him before the game, and that's what he told a mate of mine afterwards. And that whole day, cheapers. I think I had to make like 6 or 7 tackles at him.
Yes.
I think I made 1 or 2,
Completed one.
2 if I'm being generous. But I was very sore the next day, so I have to say France for that situation.
Worst play. I'm joking.
Then again, she under 30s.
The 30. Robbie said you heard, but he's still. I'm up there, boys. I'm up there. No, that was sharp. What else can we do? Worst best player. Best player.
Best, probably. Oof, that's a tough one. I think a guy, and it's a bit of a different answer, I'd say, but we played in the Sevens tournament when I was at Montpellier.
Okay.
We played at the Racing Metro Stadium, the indoor one.
Done.
And we played a Sevens tournament there, and we played against, he was playing for Racing. Was playing for Racing? We played against Juan Imhoff.
Okay.
From Argentina.
Yeah, so yeah.
Tore us apart.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's probably one I'd say that it kind of stands out to me when I think of that.
Player to watch?
The future.
Mm.
I'd say Paul de Villiers,
Really?
junior book captain.
Mania.
Very good friend of mine as well, but I think he's very good. So I mean, yeah, very, very good.
Really?
Yeah.
Backline player to watch?
Backline, I'll go with, it's a bit of a cop-out, but I mean, Suleiman Arzenberg he has played a lot, so I mean, it's a quite an easy one
But
to
he's
say.
still young, bro.
Yeah, he's still a baby.
He is.
It's a junior, so, but I'd say Suleiman. I mean, yeah.
And let's go I like that. I like Suleiman a lot. He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
Let's go box backline for the World Cup. Starting backline.
Okay.
Everyone's fit.
9-5. Well, to me, your basic back. I
is
go
true.
9-5, 10, Andre. 12's going to be Damien, Delende. 13's going to be Lacanio.
Yeah.
15, Vili.
You reckon? Not Gaza.
I think Vili.
Okay.
And then your wings, Cheslin and my pimps.
Let's go like a teaser backline.
A mole backline.
Like a mole backline, bro. Within reason. I play Paul de Vet at night.
I was going to say that.
I play Paul de Vet.
Paulie D at night.
Paulie D. It's a joke. It's not in the box squad.
I was going to say Paulie D at night.
He plays 9 for
They
me.
want to make a team that's not capped.
We can do that.
That's easier. And there's no one.
Okay.
So an uncapped box side.
An uncapped box side or okay.
Sorry, an uncapped. So guys who don't have box caps. That
Okay.
so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I might just start filling in randomly when they come to mind. 12 Dan Dip.
Absolutely. Dan Dup should be in the squad.
Yeah. 12 Dan Dip.
13.
13. 13 is an interesting one.
Can Dan Dup play 13?
12 and 13.
Can he play
In
both?
the same team.
But can he play 13?
He can, but he's a better 12.
What about
great
that
12.
Henku van
I was going
Dijk?
to say Henku van Dijk at 13 potentially one day.
But he is a 13.
Yes, Henku.
Yeah, Henku's a 13.
Yeah. Wings?
Zas?
I was going to say Zas.
No
my
doubt.
one.
Zas.
I was with Zas my one wing. Other wing I'll go with. Oof. It's a tough one. 15 I'll put a bit of
Blomaches.
Sasha and Gomezilla in the mix.
No, you play Sasha. Sasha does get in the mix there.
Sasha I'll probably put at 15.
Other wing?
Um,
I feel like we've just picked the Stormers team.
we're busy doing it.
I feel like we've just picked the Stormers team.
We're busy picking the Stormers side. Maybe Edward on the one wing.
Oh, Edward.
A bit of Eddie.
Who did pick a 10?
We haven't picked a 10.
We haven't picked a 10.
You're
You're gonna pick yourself.
I would. It's not 10 and 15. But
The whole backline.
I'll play both. We can play with 6 guys in the backline.
Okay, purpose of this, you're not available because you picking us.
Okay. It's a tough one. There's a few that comes to mind. I mean, you could throw Chris Smith in the mix with the way he's been playing.
Hendrickson.
Could throw Hendricks in the mix with the way he's been playing. Go
But someone sort of like random. I'd like someone like
someone that's just balls.
be like a Reno Smith. Play him, boy. Play him on the wing. Play him on the wing.
They're on the wing.
Yeah,
someone needs to come out the woodwork.
like someone random where everyone goes, yes.
Him.
Reno. No.
Good.
Rob Dupree?
He's a book though.
He's a Bok.
So I mean, it's difficult.
Robbie Gillette. No, we can't. I'm picking.
Part of the pod.
Yeah,
You can't pick yourself, Robbie.
I know.
Otherwise, it's no brainer.
That is true. It'll be a team with Robbie
What a
Gillette.
boy.
Earpiece at least.
Think-
Don't get an earpiece?
No, you don't.
Then I'm unavailable.
You and guys right. That's a tough one.
10. No, let's just go local.
Yeah.
Probably play Hendrickson.
Maybe Hendricks out there.
Yeah.
Or Chris.
Chris on the bench.
Mm.
Win a game
With
for
a
you
boot.
with a boot. Lovely.
The boot.
Kade? Shot, my boy. I appreciate that. That was Zaka. That actually flew. You know, sometimes I sit with you and I go, wow, that's felt like hours and it's been 10 minutes.
The amount of missed calls I've had from you, Robbie.
No, yeah, on decline.
Decline.
I beg to differ.
Elite number. Decline.
How he's got my number again? I've blocked him.
Robbie,
I've blocked
just
him.
do this and get it done with.
Yeah, that is true. I've hassled you, but so thank you for that. I appreciate that. I appreciate you taking the calls. It's been like it, bro. I've actually really enjoyed the first like in-person podcast. It's nice. It's been nicer than it's you, I think, where I can just sort of flow and it's natural. But yeah, it's been interesting. It's been cool, and I really enjoyed it. It's been nice to chat and catch up. We'll social well tonight, of course, as always, Friday nights. And yeah, shout out obviously to Tate Gallery. What a legend. he's come through from Cape Town to Stellenbosch to accommodate us. So we really appreciate, or accommodate me. So I really appreciate it. And yeah, he's going places. So shout out Tate, appreciate it, boy. And yeah, thanks so much, guys. Thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, it's really impressive. And I often I'll skip an outro. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I've got no scam asking. like, subscribe, watch, and follow. No problem asking you. If you don't, then I hate you. But anyway, I'll see you guys soon to see you on the next one. Yeah, should be interesting to get next. First one back. Danko. Katie.
Thanks, Robert.
Lovely. Shot Tate, so I can finally have a beer.
You're looking at it the whole time.
Fucking hell, boy.